Every time I walk into a coin shop, I ask myself the same question: what actually is the smartest silver to buy today? And I think that's a question a lot of stackers wrestle with, especially when you're standing at the counter and everything looks so good. Good morning, it's today again. Welcome back to Joseph's Reserves. I'm Joseph, and I store 20% of my income in the form of rare coins and precious metals. And today I want to walk you through how I decide what silver to buy when I'm faced with these options. Congratulations to Emmanuel for being the first to comment on my video yesterday. Find him down in the comments and start a conversation. But for now, back to the topic. So picture this. I walk into my local coin shop and the cases are full. There's American Eagles, there's generic rounds, bars, plenty of choices. And like most people, my first instinct is to look at the Eagles. They're recognizable, they're trusted, and the dealer is always paying more for them. That feels like the better buy most of the time. But instead of trusting my gut, I stopped and I asked, what does the math actually say? Let's use real numbers from my last visit. So silver spot right now, it's $77 and going up. So by the time this posts, it'll likely be $78, but we'll lock it in at $77. American Silver Eagles had a premium of $6, putting them at $83 an ounce. Generic silver rounds had a premium of $3, putting them at $80 an ounce. So now let's say I am walking in with $1,000 to spend. At this math, $83 an ounce for $1,000 gets me 12 Silver Eagles. And at $80 an ounce for the generics, that same $1,000 will get me 12 and a half ounces of generic silver. So right away, generics gives me more silver, but buying is only half the equation. Then let's take a look at what the dealer is paying and what would happen if I were to sell them on the same day. The shop would buy back my Eagles for $2 under spot or $75 an ounce. So that means that my 12 ounces of Eagles would sell for $900. For generics, the buyback would be closer to $4.50 under spot or $72.50 an ounce. That puts my 12 and a half ounces of generics at $906.25. Even though the dealer pays less per ounce for generics, the extra silver made the difference. This is the part that most people miss. Premiums matter, but volume matters too. If the lower premium allows you to acquire enough extra silver that it can overcome the weaker buyback price, then generics aren't worse. Coins aren't better. They're just different tools. Now, that doesn't mean that Eagles are a bad buy. If you're buying in smaller amounts, if you care about instant liquidity, or if you're stacking something universally recognized, coins can absolutely make sense, especially if the premium gap tightens. But if your goal is weight, if you're stacking consistently and let volume work for you, generics can quietly win over time, especially when premiums spread out like they are now. This is where discipline comes in. Every purchase doesn't have to be exciting, it just has to be intentional. I'm not trying to win every trade, I'm trying to make good decisions repeatedly. That's stacking. And for those of you who are real quick with the math, you notice that I lost about 10% if I was to buy and sell at the same day. That $1,000 would have turned into about $900. So how long would I have to wait in order for it to break even? Well, I'd have to wait until the spot price was around $85. That's only a $6 raise. And honestly, just in the time that I've been doing this video, silver has already gotten to $78. So only another $5 to go. How quickly do you think silver is going to hit $85? And where do you think it's going from there? If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and answer questions down in the comments. Like all the comments, share the video, subscribe if you haven't already. And next time you're standing at the counter wondering what to buy, don't ask what looks best. Ask what actually moves you closer to your goals. And always remember, every ounce adds up. So no matter how small, just keep stacking.